Yeah, I don't see an ad or anything yet, so.
Well, now your voice is going to give it away.
Oh shoot, I'll be quiet.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Just got the notification that I'm live, but I don't see an ad or anything yet. Don't see anybody chatting in the chat. Oh, here's the ad. Let me get to Skip. There's Skip. There I am. Hello, everybody. It is Friday after Christmas, and I hope everybody had a good Christmas. And I have a big surprise for you tonight. A big surprise. We have a special guest, and are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, here she is.
I never even thought about not talking because my voice would definitely give it away.
Not that we executed that very well.
I still have a little bit of brain fog, people.
Oh, hello, everyone. Let's see. We have Natalie, Crafty Crochet Creations by Pam, Julie, Jennifer, Denise, Jen's Cozy Yarn, Lorraine, hello, Nancy, Carol, Wexford Handmade, Melody, Pippuccino, Misty, Jen, the Cozy Buckeye, hello, April,
Hi, April.
Desiree,
Hello, everybody else.
Misty. Oh, come on. You know you have to play Miss June. Jennifer. They're all saying hello to you.
Hello,
Scout
everybody.
and Shells by L.
I'm doing pretty good, actually.
It is a Christmas surprise. Last minute surprise.
Yes, very last minute.
Oops, kick the tripod. Heather is feeling much better, aren't you?
Yes, much better. I actually pretty much felt better instantly because as soon as I woke up, I didn't have that compact feeling like in my nose, and I was on pain drugs too, right? So I was crocheting the next day and everything. It was Wednesday and Thursday that I kind of felt crappy, like real crappy.
Yes,
But
Nancy, it is Friday, not Monday. We just thought we'd surprise you guys.
yeah.
See,
Did everybody have a good holiday?
They even say you sound better too.
I know. I can already tell too. I mean, I am on antibiotics because I did have an infection. So that's probably why I was so horrible. Because I had an infection.
Well, everything combined, not
And it
getting
just
any sleep. That's the worst part, just being exhausted.
yeah, and it wasn't going away, like at all. So yeah, I feel 100 times better. Like I'm still getting headaches and like I still feel off, but so much better than I was.
Just give it another week, and
Oh
you're
yeah.
gonna be like a whole new human.
I'm still not going to want to go back to work though.
Who would want to do that?
I might play that card for a while. I don't know. We'll see.
Well, not if they're watching your videos.
Yeah, but just sitting and chatting is different than working.
Yeah, because working, you're standing and chatting.
Yeah, and then I have to risk catching something. Like, I don't think I want to risk that right now.
Right.
I'll take some time off. It's all good.
You're going to get used to it.
I know.
You're going to get used to it. You guys, this has been a rough week. A rough week. it's like too busy. There's like way too much to get done around holidays. It
Yeah.
makes it not fun.
I haven't decided if if I go back, it's probably going to be 2 to 3 days versus 5 days to start. We'll see. I don't know. Because I still have a car payment that I have to make. And my channel's not growing fast enough for me to justify quitting my job.
Well, that's because you need to do multiple videos a week.
Well, I don't have any markets scheduled, like at
It
all.
doesn't have to be a market video.
Yeah, but I don't crochet enough to do 2 videos a week, I don't think.
It can be hard. That's for
And
sure.
I don't want to crochet so much that I screw my wrists up again too, right? Because I don't want to be back there,
Right.
right? So we'll see. We'll see. We'll just play it day by day.
Nick, you are so right. That so much pressure. Like I had to be somewhere Sunday, I had to be somewhere Tuesday, and then Thursday was Christmas. I have to be somewhere tomorrow. So it's been like every other day, and I just can't like get into the swing. I it's hard.
It throws a wrench into everything, right?
It does.
Yeah. Yeah.
It does.
See, I didn't really have that problem because I was home recovering. So
But yeah, but you had to do it all early. You went and
yeah,
did it
I
early.
did. Yeah, I did.
So you still had
Yeah.
it just
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
advance.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're saying you do other crafting, Heather, you could put that on. But
On my
people
channel?
yeah, people like the crochet videos.
Yeah, I don't know that. I mean, I don't like my embroidery videos don't get much views, so I don't know if it'd be worth it or not.
Yeah,
So
that kind of plays with the algorithm when you
yeah, I don't
don't
know
do
that I
the
want to.
normal.
Yeah.
You have one more gathering this weekend? Yeah, me too. Tomorrow. Technically, it should be Sunday, but then Jenna can't go, so we're going tomorrow. It's
Gotcha.
my son's son, my grandson, the youngest grandchild. It's his birthday Sunday, but we're going to go tomorrow. And then I'm done.
Then you're done. Then it's
Then
back
I'm
to
done.
normal.
Yes, I'm like so excited to be back to normal.
Yeah. Yeah.
So hello everybody, if we missed you coming
Hi.
in. Emily ate an entire pecan pie today all by herself. You
How's your
must have went
stomach
into
doing?
sugar overload.
Yeah, I don't really want to show the 3D stuff off either. Like that's not really. I don't enjoy the 3D printing. Like I get Dave to do all that.
Okay, so Desiree wants to know, did Lisa sell all of your plushies over Christmas?
I have no idea. I haven't been talking to her. Nope.
You are supposed to come informed so that you
Nope.
can answer all of the questions.
I'll message her. I'll message her tomorrow and ask her how I did.
Then you'll know for Sunday's video.
Hopefully. She should message me back. All I know is I sold 11 spiders. That's all I know.
Was that including the last round of spiders that you took over?
I took over 8. They sold. I made 9 more, took over, and when I dropped some more plushies off, 3 more had sold. So
And
11 total.
there was still more time for them to have
Yeah.
sold.
Yeah. Like, when did I drop them off? Sunday. And my surgery was Monday.
Eh.
And
Julie,
yeah.
Julie says that her husband just said to her, "Do you realize how much cheese is in the house? You guys
Cheese.
are gonna cheese? Yeah, you're gonna be eating a lot of cheese."
Oh, you got a lot of cheese in your house.
Yeah, from the holidays.
Oh.
I bet you she got a whole bunch of cheese type gifts.
Oh,
You know
gotcha.
how they sell
Gotcha.
those
Yeah.
like platters,
Mhm. Yep.
gift baskets. Yep.
My surgery went pretty good. I'll talk a little bit about it on Sunday's video as well, but basically I went in, had the surgery. Um, I didn't even talk to the surgeon afterwards, but I talked to him before. He talked to Dave. Basically, everything went okay. I had an infection. I'm on antibiotics and special medication. I got these things that I have to put in my neti rinse, like special medication for the infection. And I have to do my neti rinses 5 times a day, and 2 of them are medicated. So yeah, I feel pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Last 2 days were rough, but today's so much better.
So they're asking if you made any more progress on the new splooters from Shannon.
Since my last video,
You've made them all.
I got 2 more made for this week. I'll show them on Sunday. And it's one that hasn't been shown yet anywhere, I don't think. It's a new one that's in her tester call that just went out. Yeah.
All 3 of them, right?
Well, I've done all 3 of them. Actually, technically 4 of them, but
Right.
the 2 that I'm going to show, I didn't know was going to be in the tester call coming up.
Right. Yeah, because she hadn't
So,
made a decision on what the third one was going to be.
right. Yeah. I don't know. I think she has a lot more coming out too that she's.
Heather's channel is Cottontail Crafts by Heather.
Here, let me put it in the chat.
Don't use your phone to do it.
I'm not.
She'll
I'm using
disappear
my
on us.
computer. Oh yeah, that was the
Every
day I disappeared.
every time I'm live, you're working on nibbles. That's a good thing.
All right. Okay.
Am I crocheting at the moment? No, I'm fiddling with a pen.
I didn't even bring down any crochet with me.
I didn't bring any over to the table either. It's too
Yeah.
hard to do that and talk and read.
Yeah.
I can't let everybody always see how many mistakes I make.
My head needs a break from reading patterns because I crocheted a lot today.
I made one thing.
Well, I finished my big thing and then I made something else, but it was my first time making it, and there were stitches in there that I'd never done before, and it threw.
Really?
Yeah, like bobble stitch decreases. Have you ever done those?
No.
Not my most favorite thing. And it's right in the middle of the face too. So
So
you
will you do
can't
like
really do
half
you
the
can't
bobble in one stitch and half in the other?
yeah.
And then, okay, that doesn't
But
sound too difficult.
you can't do that clean color change that we're used to doing because it's a decrease. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, and you had to change colors for the bobble.
No, but going from the first, it's hard to explain. But so I had to clean up my color changes because it looked a little messy.
Oh, thank you, Dara.
Oh, you need to do nibbles, Hannah.
Nibbles doesn't look like your typical mouse. He's cute, and he
And
has a cookie.
you gotta give it the cookie too. You can't do the mouse without the cookie. Well, you could, but it wouldn't be as cute.
Hi, Sarah.
Yeah, that was that day I had disappeared. That was kind of funny, wasn't it?
Yeah, I started a second one, which was also a new first time to me pattern. And I've got one part of it finished and I'm just like, I don't know if I like this. I think the head is too small for the body.
Yeah.
Just usually the heads are giant and then you have the little bodies. And this is like the opposite. The body's big and the head's small. So
Yeah.
I don't think I messed anything up, but we'll see.
Well, I had to frog a few times on the one I just finished. And I'm thinking, well, maybe I should have done the solid version first instead of, stripes and color changes and stuff. But never mind. Why would I want to make it easy on myself?
This Oh, I'm like, what's a stitch suitor? It's the
Fluter, I think she
spluter.
meant to say. Yeah.
I'm like, what did I do? You finished a liver yesterday.
A liver.
Working on Anchor the Octopus tonight. A liver? Is that a typo?
It's got to be.
What do you think it is?
I don't know. It's a liver.
Oh, for your liver transplant doctor. That's cool.
There's a pattern for
That's
a
pretty
liver?
cool. There's probably, well,
There's probably a pattern for everything.
I've seen people do ovaries,
Yeah, I suppose.
And then we won't say that the melanatomy, I've seen them doing that.
Oh yeah, I've got asked to do those before with bells,
Nope,
with jingle bells, on them.
nope. Hi, Anita.
Like, no, not really my cup of tea.
You found a free pattern? Yeah, I bet you they have kidneys. I bet you they have all
Yeah,
kinds of
probably.
stuff for that.
Yeah,
I don't think there's anything out there that there isn't a pattern for.
probably
I
not.
mean, what's out there, we would probably, maybe you wouldn't like it, but I bet you
Yeah,
there's something out there for it.
yeah. Booby pillows? Probably.
Yep.
Probably.
You know what? On Instagram I think it was last week, and I really want to get it, but I haven't. It's a cat butt pillow.
I seen the cat butt Christmas tree ornament.
No, this was a pillow. It's like a throw pillow.
Oh, okay.
And it's a cat butt, and it looks so cool. And I'm just like, I'd have to keep it if I made it.
What's wrong with keeping something that you make, Robin?
I have a lot of stuff in my house,
Make something for yourself.
but I have a lot of stuff.
But you like cats?
I do.
Make yourself a cat butt pillow. You can still show it on the channel,
I know.
right?
Desiree wants to know if we like doing special orders.
Depends. It depends. Like if it's something that I already have in my pattern folders and they just want a different color, that's different. But I don't really like custom orders.
Well, I think a special order is different than a custom order. Custom implies I want it a certain way. Special just means you're making it for some, like someone wants, like you said, a blue cat instead of a pink cat.
I'm okay with special orders, custom orders, not so much.
You found a
Because I'm
pattern
not,
for an accordion. Yep. You got a porch goose for Christmas, so you're crocheting her outfits. Nice break from plushies.
oh, that sounds cool. Pattern for an accordion. Huh.
One lady wanted a chicken gnome.
That's different.
Yeah, that would sounds like it would be interesting. Are you guys going to reveal your challenged crochet items tonight?
Well, I do have mine done.
Mine is too.
So we could.
Do you guys want us
Maybe I'll
to?
do it tonight.
Let's take a poll. Who wants to see what the results of our crochet challenge is?
I think you did too, though, right?
Well, I did because the first one I was like, no, this would be like cheating.
Okay.
Oh,
Well, you
look at
know they're all
this.
going to say yes.
Look.
I knew that was going to be a majority. Hi, Sharon.
Yep, they all want to see it. You're making a mini squid and you always struggle with the first tentacle matching the size. So frustrating. Even
So
April says yes. So
I watched April's video today,
so did I.
and I never bought the big anchor, the octopus.
Me either.
I only have the small one.
Yep, me too.
But after seeing her big one versus her small one, I like the look of the big one better.
I bought the small one because of the price of the
Yeah.
big one. That's why I went with the smaller one. Hi, Katie.
But I think she's right. I think that headpiece needs to be bigger on the small one.
Which part of the headpiece? Where the eyes are, or the part that you sew on?
The part that you sew on the back, like the back of the head.
You could just make it bigger.
I don't know. I kind of want the big one now. But if I make it, I'm doing it in like the Parfait plush. I'm not doing it in Bernat.
Oh gosh, yeah, that would kill your hands.
I couldn't do it. Hi, Katie.
April is making me start a big anchor tomorrow. She's making you?
Influenced you.
Making me want to start one. Okay. He was cracking up at y'all's short about the fish. Yeah, how it'll do like an automatic short for us from the lives, Heather?
Yes.
Well, from Katie and mine's from Monday, it picked the
Yeah.
part where we were talking about the whale shark.
Okay.
The whole bit, the whole thing, that was the short. And I was
Well,
like, okay, I'll use that one. And I published it because usually I don't. They don't make any sense. But that one actually landed on something that made sense.
I shared ours one time, and it was when we were talking about nipples.
Oh, God.
I'm like, really? Anyway, it got over 1,000 views, so I think I made a whopping 20 cents on that one.
Yeah, well, the shorts don't get views like they used to.
No.
I forget what change it is that they made, or maybe it was one of the other platforms made a change and everybody came over to YouTube and all of a sudden there was a ton of people on there. So it's not the same. You can't even get the amount of views you used to unless you are
Okay.
known for the shorts and people go looking for them. After seeing the anchor pattern in the yarn that Cozy Buckeyed used, now I want to make one.
I mean, I've made 3 small Anchor the Octopuses and sold all 3.
Desiree wants to know if sea creatures sell well in our areas.
Turtles, the only thing sea creature that sells well for me is turtles. That's it.
The sharks did good for me. The turtles usually do good. I've made 2 anchors and taken them to market and both have sold. The mini anchors, not the big one.
Yeah.
And I've sold both of those. I've made 2 orcas and they've sold. I mean, it's hit and miss. It's not like something that flies off the shelf.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I've had sea stuff that might sell. I might sell one whale here and one like whale next, like not fast or close together or anything like that. Octopuses used to do good for me when I first started, and then they just kind of died right off, so I stopped making them.
I want to try, let's see. I don't know that I want to do drift, but Katie's husband, and for the life of me cannot think of his name right off the top of my head. He likes to do the little possum one. It's the finger puppet.
Yeah.
I think he was it Crochet Carpenter?
Yeah.
Has a whole line of those with the little finger puppet things.
Yeah.
Why can't Ryan? I knew I could. I'm like, why can't I think of what his name is?
There's another octopus pattern that I like too, and I can't remember who it's by. I don't know if you did it or not, Robin. Like it's got like the nice head, but the tentacles, they kind of like go in a spiral around.
I did one that it had the two color change, like the bottom of the tentacle was a different color than the top, and it kind of twist and spun around it, but it just had the round ball head. It didn't have
Yeah,
the taller
right. I
head.
wonder if it's the same one I'm thinking of. I can't remember the name of the designer though.
Has anyone made Paula from All from Jade? What is Paula? Is Paula an octopus?
Paula doesn't sound familiar to me. So Rose did good for me.
Yes, Rose did well for me too. Now the last one I had took it a while to sell. And it could be because they just didn't like the color. Usually if I make one, I take one, it sells that same night.
Yeah.
And that one, it just took forever for it to sell.
Right.
So everybody's waiting, Heather, and you're first.
Oh, I'm first?
You are first.
Okay, I can go first. Let me tell you, this, not that it took a long time. It didn't really take a long time. I just worked on it. Like one day I did the legs, the next day I did the body, the next day I did the head. The hair frustrated me.
Yeah, Paula is an octopus.
What? Paula's an octopus?
Yeah, I haven't seen that one.
That must be the big one, is it? I don't have that one, so. And then there's accessories that had to be made, and then the accessories were 3D printed. So Dave had a hand in this guy. Okay, you ready?
Yes, we're ready.
He's so adorable. Okay.
Oh, oh gosh, I know his name. Aussie.
Yes.
I'm like, why can't I think of his name? Aussie
So
Osbourne. He's cool.
I had to embroider his tattoos. He gets 2 tattoos. I 3D printed the little charms, and I have like, I had the chain already, but I had to 3D print the charms. Dave 3D printed his glasses, and I took alcohol ink and resin, and I made his glasses rainbow colored.
That's pretty cool how you did the glasses. I like that.
I know, right? Well, they show you how to make them with wire and like shrinky dink or whatever, but I'm like, no, I want them to look like better. So,
Oh, very
and
cool. You did good.
This part of the hair, he's got 2 layers to his hair. The red layer, I was ready to poke my eyes out with a fork. I don't even think I did it the way she wanted you to do it because I couldn't figure it out. But anyway, the brown piece gets sewn on top, so I wasn't really worried about how the red looked underneath.
What's the point of the red hair?
Well, because he had red hair underneath it. Like he had some of his hair was dyed underneath.
Okay.
So, and then Dave 3D printed a bat, and I just kind of drilled
he's
holes.
Not going to bite the head off, is he?
No. In the pattern, there's a little crochet bat, but it was made with the worsted weight, and it was super tiny. And I'm like, no, I'm not dicking around with that. So
He turned out fantastic.
pretty good for my first person, wouldn't you say?
He turned out great.
And he's got like little chain right here.
He turned out really good.
Yeah, he turned out really good for my first person.
Are you keeping it or are you
I
selling it?
don't know. I don't know. I mean, I don't think I would have a hard time. I mean, I do love it, but it's not something that I feel like I'm gonna cry if somebody buys it from me. I'll probably sell it. I'll probably sell it. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
I think you should put him up on the shelves right behind you and he can be your mascot. Yeah. Let him just hang out there and stare at you. He's a little bit taller than those,
Yeah,
isn't he?
yeah, he is. I'll have to well, once I get my table cleaned up, I can put him like maybe by my bunny or something.
But I was going to say he has to be where we can see him.
Yeah. And I glued his hair down. I glued the glasses to his head. I glued the hair to the glasses. So those glasses are not going anywhere.
That looks really good. You did a good
But
job.
she wanted you to use like 35 millimeter black eyes. They would have been huge. I used 20.
Yeah, that would take away from the look.
Yeah. 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 Anyway, there's my person.
Okay, so now I feel like mine is lame.
Why?
Because mine was only to use creepy eyes.
Yeah, but the thing is, you don't like creepy eyes. So for
I
you
know,
to
I
use
don't.
so for you to use the creepy eyes was probably just as hard as it was for me to make a person.
So I was having a tough time. If it would have still been Halloween, it would have been easier for me to pick out a pattern
Yeah.
to use the eyes on. So that left me with thinking like I needed to do sea creatures. So my first thought was a long time ago, I bought Mom Stitchetti's Stanley the Squid. And when I
Okay.
first made them, they came out like really tall. Well, then I did this one and he came out so short.
Okay.
Like he's so small. His body is so small. And I'm like, that would be cheating. That is like if I did the snake
Right.
because it came out so small.
Right.
So then I had to go back to the drawing board and rethink it. So I still stuck with sea creatures, but we did anchor.
Okay. I love it.
So
I like it.
I used 2 different dappled.
Okay.
Like I had pieces and
Yeah.
the gray, I just barely made it through the legs before it switched to this darker.
Okay.
And then I'm like, oh, does it look like too off?
No, it looks good. It looks good.
Yeah, he's got the creepy eyes. Now I have a whole pack of creepy eyes minus 2 pairs to figure out what to do with.
Dragons look really good with the creepy eyes, Robin.
Dragons are a lot of work. And to ruin them with the eyes?
You wouldn't ruin them with the eyes. They would look amazing with the eyes. I think you can use creepy eyes on dragons. Absolutely.
April, you like the white eyes?
Shannon uses creepy eyes in her dragons all the time.
I don't know. They're just like.
Now, would I put creepy eyes in a mouse splitter? No, I would not.
In a mouse splitter? Ooh. Now, if you did it if you did it in green and like if it was Halloween and you made it look like a zombie
But a
mouse.
zombie, yeah, but I think you could do dragons no problem and it would look fine. Or like or like one of those forest creatures.
See, April says people don't really like them, so she doesn't really use them.
Really?
Her customers don't really like the eyes.
Oh.
That'll be my
I've sold
first sale in 2026. I doubt that.
I've sold axolotls with the creepy eyes.
I don't know.
Yeah?
There's a Pokemon splooter that uses those eyes. The glitter kitty, I think it is called. Spiders. I'm hearing
Like
noises.
maybe Sabrina the spider from Jade would look cool. Would look cool.
I'm hearing noises. I thought maybe one of the cats got in here again. I don't see anything though. Can you hear that?
No, I don't hear anything. Hi,
Then
Laura.
someone's going to say, "Who's that next to you?"
I don't know that I'll do another person. I think that was the one and done. One and done.
No, I wouldn't make Heather do a second person. This was like cheating. This was because it turned out so small. And I just remember it being a lot bigger. And I thought
Yeah.
a squid would look cool with the creepy eyes. But yeah, that was like cheating. So that's why I ended up going with the octopus. And then as
Yeah.
long as yours was taking you, I was like, oh, I better pick something
But okay,
decent.
so the day you challenged me to make a person, I think I bought the pattern the next day. So that's how long ago I bought it. Because when this pattern first when Aussie first died and this designer made this pattern, she did a reel on Instagram. She did a reel on Instagram and I seen it. I might have even sent it to you, Robin.
I don't
Remember?
remember it.
Anyway, I'm pretty sure I sent it to you.
Who made the pattern?
Um, it's it is Donnell, Donielle, and all she does is creepy stuff.
Huh. Okay.
Creepy people. She only does creepy people.
They're asking you, what about a mermaid?
Uh,
It's
nah.
the hair. The hair is the turnoff with the dolls.
Yeah, yeah.
Because they are just, those take a lot.
But I loved Aussie when I was like when I was like teenager, early 20s. I loved Aussie. And when I seen that reel on Instagram, I did want to make it, but then I kept like, nah, it's too much. It's too much. And then when Robin challenged me, I knew then that that's the pattern I was going to buy right away. I feel pretty good. My surgery went pretty good. I got a little ways to go, but so much better.
Do a bald person? Telly Savalas?
Like Dr. Phil?
Dr. Phil's bald now? Well, he's partially bald.
What I don't think I've ever seen him with a full head of hair.
Who's popular now that is bald? Steve
Like
Harvey. You just need to give him a mustache.
Vin Diesel.
Yeah.
Uh
Seems like there's more than that.
Howie Mandel.
Yeah. I'm not sure that. Well, maybe the young people would know who he is.
The Rock, Dwayne the
Oh
Rock
yeah,
Johnson.
definitely.
Yeah,
The Rock, definitely. Lex Luthor, yep.
yeah.
Telly Savalas being first idea is hilarious. He was the first person that came to my mind, Kojak. That was one of the shows my grandmother watched all the time. Shamar Williams, Yul
Yep.
Brynner.
Thank you, Monique. Star Trek dude. Oh, Jean-Luc Picard.
Oh, yeah. What's his name? Okay.
Oh, yeah, you could do like his uniform and everything too.
They're trying to encourage you. Come on, Heather, bald
To do.
guy.
You want me to do a bald guy or?
Well, you could do 11 from Stranger Things because they shave her head, and all you'd have to do is just change the color for the top of the head.
I could just use the same pattern.
Yeah, and then you give her a little bloody nose.
Yeah, I could drip some blood down.
Gotta put her in a dress.
Nah, I don't. Okay, if I do another person, there ain't gonna be no warning and it'll just be a surprise, but the likelihood of it happening is pretty slim. Pretty slim. I mean, I didn't hate making it. And now that I've got a person under my belt, that probably wouldn't be as bad.
Okay, so Krista says she's late to the party. She needs to see the Aussie pattern.
You mean the Aussie doll?
Oh, yeah. You did great with it.
Not bad. Not bad. I mean, his body and head were pretty easy. His arms were pretty easy. It was the hair.
Well, that hair doesn't look that bad. It looks like it's basically one piece all crocheted together.
Yeah, but try to keep track of how many rows you had done already. Because if you look at the circle on the top of his head, look how crooked it is.
Yeah, well.
I don't care. No, he turned out pretty. I love his glasses. And we had to 3D print those a couple of times because the first time they were too big. The glasses were too big. And then, yeah, not bad.
Yeah, that hair actually doesn't look as hard as some of the other ones where you're just crocheting all these strands and then they want you to either sew them down or glue them down. That being in one piece like that is nice.
She wanted you to sew it, but I said to heck with that and I glued it down.
No, I'm talking like glue down this strand of hair. Now line it up and glue down this strand of hair.
Yeah.
And no, that's how most of them are.
Yeah, no, it was one piece. Not bad.
Can I show my makes again? This one was the first one, and I felt like it was cheating because it was so small. So I changed to the mini anchor. And gave him the creepy eyes. And he has 2 different colors of the dappled. I almost finished this skein off. There's just a little bit left. So I have to, I'm trying to get rid of all that stuff. So the only way to get rid of it is to use it up. So.
Is that the only octopus you have now? Is that one? Or do you still have another one?
Of these? No, this is the only one because I sold my other ones I made.
Okay. Well, now you got another octopus. Yeah, I say dragon. Do a dragon with some creepy eyes, Robin. It'll look good.
I don't know.
Do it.
I don't know. And then it was like trying to pick a color disc. So these, at first I thought it was a black glitter, but it's just like a really dark, dark blue.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I don't feel like painting eyes. I mean, I have the stuff
I
sitting here to
mean,
do it. I just,
all the creepy eyes that I decorated, I think I've only ever done them in snakes. So, and you just match the stripes, right, with the eyes. So, snakes are easy.
let's see. What about a shark with creepy eyes? Don't their eyes roll back to white
Kind of.
for protection?
Yep.
I'm not sure. I thought about a shark, but my shark patterns that I already have, they would have been too small. I wanted it to be like to have some substance so that it
Yeah.
wouldn't seem like I was cheating. Look at this. If Robin does a dragon, you should do a bald man. Hi, Shannon.
Hi, Shannon. Shannon was well, I think I showed two people my person. Shannon was one of them. Because I had to share it with somebody once I got it finished.
Cat's out of the bag now, Shannon. We're allowed to
Yeah.
talk about it.
Yeah, I already
She
showed
wouldn't
them.
even tell me.
Yeah.
His head looks pretty sturdy too. Did you do
So
the tube?
I crocheted two like it's 12 stitches around his neck. So
Uh-huh.
I did a tube of 11 stitches, and I did it about that long, and I stuffed it, and then I put that in his head. So he's not wobbly at all.
Yeah, no, his head looks nice and sturdy.
Yeah.
You're privileged. I should be privileged. But Heather likes to torment me.
Well, I wanted to show you Robin, but it was like a challenge. So I wanted your genuine reaction to be online. I wanted the real reveal. How you doing, Shannon? I got both of the spluters done.
Yep,
I'll
Heather's an overachiever this week.
I'll show you a picture once the live is over.
Me, I feel like I just can't get it together this week.
Well, it's Christmas.
I know.
Like,
Now she says she has to watch the replay to see the reaction.
oh, Robin's reaction.
Yeah, where I'm trying to think of his name. I'm like, I know
Ah,
who he is.
uh, well, okay, so in the pattern, they want you to take fabric paint and paint on the tattoos. And I'm like, I don't have fabric paint, and I'm not buying fabric paint. And I didn't want to use.
And
I
what if
didn't
you
want
made a
to.
mistake? Then you just messed up the whole thing.
Well, no, because I embroidered the arm before I sewed the arm on.
Okay, but if they would have had you do it after the fact, you would have messed up the whole thing
Yeah,
if you made a mistake.
yeah. And then I'm like, well, I don't want to use regular acrylic paint because my fabric paint is for fabric. So I'm like, I'm just gonna sew some orange and red on his arm and be done with it.
Do we think that spluters will be popular next year? I think they will.
Yeah,
I think the spluters will be popular, and I think the mini snugglers are going to be popular.
yeah. And apparently frogs are going to be popular.
Yeah. Yeah. That was Karen's prediction.
Karen, April, and Christine.
I hope so. I mean, I think they're fun to make. They just, as a rule, don't sell well for me.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
the chicken holding the frog holding the chicken is like the cutest thing ever.
No, my chef chicken. My chef frog is the cutest thing ever.
He's pretty cute too, Robin.
This guy right here.
Yeah, he's pretty. You did a good job on that. The spoon, pretty cute. And you got that inspiration from Tammy's Mouse chef?
No, from from watching Christine sit there doing all the cool frogs, but then I'm
Yeah.
like, I just bought all these patterns. I don't want to buy any more patterns. And then I told you about it, and then you liked the chicken frog, and so you made one, and I'm like, you know what? I'm dying to make one, and I just didn't want to buy another pattern. But I
Yeah.
forget who. A couple of people I've seen. I think Katie showed the rat with the chef hat and the spoon. I think Christine also showed that, and I know I've seen it on a few channels.
Well,
And
it was in one of the advent calendars for
that chef
Blogmas.
rat.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't see anybody's advent calendars.
Tammy showed it on one of her Christmas.
Oh, hers wasn't it a mouse with a blueberry?
She did that one too.
I
She
don't
did
remember.
25. She did 25 patterns, and
Yeah,
I'm
I
pretty
don't
sure.
remember seeing the chef rat. She might have. She might have.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she did. I'm pretty sure she did.
Horse is the Chinese zodiac for 2026.
Horses?
Horses will be fun next year.
Well, I mean, you could do the zebra in a plain color, and there's a horse.
I thought about that. Yep.
Yeah.
Speaking of frogs, what's everyone's favorite frog? April, did you see this frog?
That looks like a lot of work.
This was a lot of work.
I think I'd rather make another Aussie.
I bet this was easier than Aussie.
Oh, I
With the
don't know.
exception of the sewing.
Yeah, that looks like a lot of work, Robin. The wings.
It was.
April wants to know whose pattern that is.
That's a good question. It's in my last video because I showed that in the last video. I do not remember the name off the top of my head of the designer. It's a really funky name. That is the King of Frogs. You could probably, I almost, but I had already made the wings. I almost didn't put the wings on it because he looked cool without it. And I'm like, I already did the wings. Let me just do it.
Yeah. Well, there's a donkey splooter. You could use the Eeyore, couldn't you? The Eeyore modification and just do regular donkey colors? Or am I like...
Eeyore's a special kind of donkey.
He's still a donkey.
But he's special. He's
okay,
like...
Shannon, somebody wants a donkey splooter. Chop, chop.
Fuzzle forms, yes. That's right. Flight Girl just put in the right thing. Fuzzle forms. It was like, it's a strange name.
That's strange name already.
Fuzzle forms, yes. Stanley the Toad by Wood and Wool Crochet is one of your favorites. Stanley the Toad. I don't think I've seen that one. Shannon, splooters are going to be popular. I have no doubt. They're too cute. One of these days, I'm going to get to all of them. Biggie is famous now. The Cozy Buckeye featured him.
So I've made 2 figgies and sold 2 figgies, so I should probably make another figgy.
Which one is Figgy?
The frog.
Oh, the splooting frog?
Yeah, with the big eyes.
Well, I've made 2. I've sold 1 and I've made 2. The second one hasn't sold yet, but he only made it to 1 market, I think. 2 markets. And both of them were slow.
Yeah.
Especially the second market.
I think
And
I
like,
want to make I think I want to make one that I haven't made yet. So I still have quite a few to choose from.
I know, me too. Now that she's got some more, that list just got bigger. I do want to remake the sheep because that sold like real quick.
Yeah.
Um, I want to do the squirrel. I haven't done that yet. I haven't done the cat yet. Seems like there's a couple more that I haven't done yet.
I'd like to do another cat too.
The dog I've sold. Of course, the deer I've sold several of. Um, the Highland cow I've sold and remade.
I'd like to make it the unicorn. I haven't made the unicorn yet
The,
either.
out of all of the original spluters that I did, the unicorn is the only one I still have left.
Okay.
I think maybe it was my color choice because I don't know, it was kind of an off shades, just I don't know. You can't keep the fox. Yep, that well when I first made the fox, it sold. First market out. My favorite frog is Poppy by Tasha Crochet Nook. They never come back from your market. Where'd it go?
See, I
Bonnie,
didn't
Bonnie, do I have that pattern? Is that the one that has the really cool toes? Because I still have those. Maybe I just have them priced wrong.
I did the pig and non
I haven't done the
pink
pig yet.
colors. Yeah. I should do a pink one maybe.
Could you add a splooting griffin to that list, please? Ooh, that sounds cool.
That would be cool.
Adventure Pals. You've made Finn, the Fisher Fox, and the Teddy Bear Superhero. Those, I was just telling that Heather today that I wanted to try those that Jenny showed. The pilot
Yeah,
bear and
the pilot.
yeah, there's a couple of them that are really cool. I wasn't real fond. Yes, I do have Poppy. I thought so, and I thought that was just the coolest thing with the fingers, the way the toes were done on that one.
Yeah.
And I just knew they were gonna sell, and I still have them. So maybe I just have them overpriced,
Yeah.
because they've been to several markets. But yeah, those she just did a pig, like in a tutu. That one I didn't care for too much, but the bear that's a pilot and the fox that's a fisherman, and then there's like a superhero, and then you could mix and match all the
Yeah.
accessories, and like the bear could be a
Yeah.
fisherman, doesn't have to be the pilot. So
Yeah.
yeah, those are really cool. I
A
just don't want
splooting platypus would be cute.
splooting platypus.
Yeah. That'd be
Oh,
adorable.
does
I
it have
actually like I actually like the platypus that Karen did that time. I might have to look that up. It had the flower crest around, like a flower crown on.
Okay, quilted cupcake. What yarn do you use when you make your Poppy the Frog? Hang on, and I gotta let this cat out of the room. Mama Kitty's in here. Go. No, don't let her in. No, 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 no. What
I have
did
a few, I have a few patterns that I bought for thanks the Black Friday weekend.
Bernat blanket for the frogs? Yeah, see, I did it out of the chenille brights. I think maybe it's just because the greens aren't that great in the chenille brights. I mean, the sage is pretty. I like the sage green, but you can't use that on everything for green. You
Right.
need other greens. Now, Parfait Chunky is finally coming out with all these great greens. If they would just put it into plush, then
Well,
they could have something.
they got the chartreuse, and that new seaweed salad green is really nice.
Yeah, they need
Seaweed salad's really pretty.
They need goblin.
Yeah, goblin would be a good one to get.
They need goblin. And what's that other one? The artichoke? They have pistachio, which is a
Yeah,
nice one.
yeah.
The artichoke, I can't decide
The
if
Kelly
that
green is
is
nice too. The Kelly green is nice too.
yeah,
Sour apple.
if they're too dark. I use the bright green from Michael's Demi Pearl. See, I haven't tried Demi Pearl yet.
Yeah, I don't like it.
One of these days, well, I need to use up what I have before I start buying more yarn. I've
Like
put a big dent in the stuff I had left of the Sweet Snuggles Light and the Home Slim. A big dent. Not enough, but definitely a big dent.
Like I have a box right here with probably 48 balls of Elise Voluto in it.
No, I cleared a shelf and got mine on the shelf, and I've used a couple
I got
skeins of
some
that.
of the variegated colors because I want to make some Myrtle the Turtles out of this.
You've
And
also
then I
used
ordered
Bernat
some
Green variegated.
Himalaya Dolphin Baby. I wish I hadn't bought this. Look how thin it is.
Ooh.
Tiny. I don't know. It's really tiny, but I can mix it with Perfect Chunky and use this for turtle shells.
Oh, that's the Dolce or whatever it is.
Himalaya Dolphin Baby.
Himalaya Dolphin Baby, yeah.
Yeah, it's really thin.
What is my favorite yarn? I don't know that I have a favorite anymore.
You use the brights a lot, I think.
Yes, I do. That's because Parfait Chunky let me down. But
Yeah,
now they're coming out with the Parfait Plush, and so I've been using that quite a bit lately. Mainly because it's soft and it's kind of like giving my hands a little bit of a break from the brights. But
I like the plush.
like I was working with chocolate and the chartreuse, I was covered with fluff. I felt like I was working with Sweet Snuggles Light. And I was like, when I first tried this, it didn't shed like this. Why is it shedding now?
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
not a big fan of. What's the other new one that they came out with at Michael's? It was Demi Pearl, and there was another one.
Cozy Cub. Cozy Cub.
Cozy Cub?
Yeah. It looks thin though. I don't like it. Sweet Snuggles Light came out with more colors. I haven't been to Michael's in a while.
I haven't bought any Sweet Snuggles Light since we got all that bad yarn.
I mean, the last time I was at Michael's and they had good quality black, I bought like 5 balls of it.
Posh Pearl. Not Cozy Cub, Heather. Posh Pearl is the other one I was thinking of.
Posh Pearl.
That one replaced Posh. Do they have better colors than Posh had? I just need to like get myself over to a Michael's just so I can look. I mean, I see people, especially someone like Tammy that uses a lot of the Bernat blanket, and they have such cool colors. And I'm like, where do you find this? I refuse to order that online. I have to feel that stuff before I buy it because some of it is
Yeah.
just awful. And if you're stuck with the older stuff, ugh, it's like I like my hands more than that.
I have a Michael's not far from me, maybe 25 minutes.
Yeah, I have to go about 45 minutes.
Like Brenda got me a gift card for Michael's, so I eventually we'll go check it out. But
Which yarn doesn't shed?
The past couple times I've been to Michael's, there hasn't been like anything that I wanted to buy.
So there's someone asked which yarn doesn't shed. I think they all shed, But shedding the least out of the stuff that I've tried, I would have to say yarns like the Brights, the Bernats, the Elise Voluto, that type of feel.
Elise Voluto, I really like the Elise Voluto.
I've only done it. I did the fox, the last fox I did out of it, and I used a little bit of brown on another one. And no, I haven't shown that one yet because Brights is out of chocolate still, and I don't have enough chocolate to do what I needed to do.
Yeah. Now, most of the Elise Voluto I bought neutrals for Lovies.
Yes, you need to be able to feel the yarn before you buy it. I would much rather be able to pick it out in person. I Before Joanne closed, I think it was like this time last year, we went down for my grandson's birthday party and we stopped at a Joanne's, and it was like aisles and aisles and aisles of it. I swear I touched every color of every kind just to be able to feel it. I bought a little bit, but I was able to like touch everything. That's the only way to do it. If you can't,
So what about Hobby Lobby? They got yarn.
well, not anything that's, well, unless they've added to it. I can't talk now. I haven't been to Hobby Lobby in a while. I like their cotton. Their acrylic is good, but they didn't really have a good plush or blanket yarn. Now,
Okay.
unless they've added since
Well,
Joanne's went out, I
I
don't
know.
know.
I think it was in one of Tammy's videos that she showed going into Hobby Lobby, and she picked out some of their blanket yarn brand, and she made a lovey with it. It was really cute.
Not good plush yarn. Nope. Their blanket yarn sucks.
Okay.
Last time you were, I just looked the other day, like the other day meaning yesterday, and they didn't. They have chocolate. I said the wrong color. It's caramel. I have plenty of
Okay.
chocolate. Caramel was the color I need. Um, and then there was another one, and I'm like, nope, I'm not. I'll get sucked in, and I'll order, $200 worth of yarn, and I have
Yeah.
nowhere to put it at the moment. Their Snugs and Kisses is soft. Is that new? Hobby Lobby in your area has nothing much in chenille. They've When I first went to Hobby Lobby, because like down in St. Pete, they didn't have Hobby Lobby. As big as that area is, they do not have a Hobby Lobby. Up here, I can go like 45 minutes any direction and find a Hobby Lobby.
Yeah.
But down there in St. Pete, no. But the first time I went to Hobby Lobby looking for yarn, they had like 4 aisles, double sided. Then it was down to 3. Then it's down to 2. And I think the last time I was there, it was like 1.5 aisles.
Okay.
And I'm like, what is wrong with you people?
I
Why?
don't know. I would have thought with Joanne's closing that all these other yarn companies would have jumped on the chance to expand.
Expand. Yeah.
I know, it's crazy.
Pick up that market share.
Yeah, yeah, I don't know.
See, Naughty Pony is great yarn, no shedding, not a lot of color choices yet. Size similar to Parfait Chunky. I have a few skeins that were gifted me of the Naughty Pony, and I tried it on one thing, and it's like I have 2 things of brown, and it's like, ooh, what do I want to make out of that? So I have to really think about it because there is
Yeah,
one of those that there's not a lot on it, and if you run out, you're SOL,
right.
or I am because I wouldn't have any more. They don't have a good plus selection. The closest Hobby Lobby is 3 hours. Oh, no. Our Michaels tries, but it's not a priority store, so we don't get stocked often. You know,
Well, Dave wants to go to town tomorrow, so maybe I'll take a run into Michael's and just have a peek.
Since I am going to St. Pete tomorrow,
There you go, Robin.
I'm trying to. What the part of St. Pete I'm going into is nowhere near the Michaels that's there.
Just take a little detour.
That's a big detour, especially when you
Maybe
have to,
day trip.
when you're going through town and you have a light every block and the traffic's really heavy. You know, it's like it would take me the same amount of time as me driving from here to St. Pete because it's not close and you can't like just hop the interstate and go to that store. You have to go through town
Right.
unless they've opened something new since I've been down there.
See, I think it's going to be busy in town tomorrow because everybody's going to want to spend their gift card money.
In Spring Hill, I thought, Sharon, I thought you lived in Canada. Because Spring Hill is one of the Hobby Lobbies that I could go to. It's about the same distance as I think it's Zephyr Hills. But they've all downsized. Is St. Pete far from me? It is about an hour to an hour and 15 minutes away. You worked there when they did the downsizing? Yeah, it's not. It's like, why? And then they just keep bringing in more junk.
Yeah, I haven't had much luck at my Michael's finding stuff.
The I do, but we have been spending winters in Florida for the last several years. Oh, okay. So, well, the closest Michael's to me is the one that's right across the street from that Hobby Lobby in Spring Hill. And that's, I think the last time I was there, they kind of surprised me a little. They actually had a little bit of yarn, but that was before Joanne closed. So, and it's not the
Right.
biggest of stores. So I don't know if they would expand it or not. Personally, I think they could like really majorly size down their framing department.
Yeah.
Like they don't need that many frames. They
Yeah.
need more yarn.
Yeah.
The junk is why they downsized.
Like they're slowly shrinking their jewelry section. There's a lot of sections that are just shrinking, shrinking, shrinking.
What are they replacing it with?
Just like when I worked there, they used to have 3 big aisles of strung beads, just strung beads. Now they only have like 1 aisle of strung beads, and then they're bringing in like other jewelry lines that are kind of crappy. I don't know. It's not as nice.
So they're not really downsizing that. They're kind of expanding the variety. They're
Yeah,
they're,
but
they're narrowing down, like say colors, but
yeah,
expanding the variety of the different brands.
yeah. I don't know. I just don't like. I don't like it.
Downsizing is when you go from 4 aisles to 1.5,
Yeah,
and you don't replace it with like products. They all need to study Joanne to not make the same mistakes. You got that right.
yep.
They've added more shirts.
Behave. Huh? Right. Oh,
Hi, Laura. Frames are not a moneymaker. They're expensive. You would think they'd make a fortune off of them.
they're expensive.
graphic tees are expanding into things that are not crafts.
I mean, I still have a frame here that I still have something here that I need to get framed. What did I do with it? It's a picture, a print that I bought last year, and I never ever got it framed. I bought it
When you went to the covered bridge, right?
Yeah, last year. And it's still in the cardboard tube.
You never have the right stuff. You know, that is so true.
It is.
Yeah, I remember when you bought that.
Yeah. So maybe I should take some of my Christmas money that I got and get my thing framed. Maybe I'll go with Miss Brenda because she can help me pick out a frame and a mat.
Yep, there goes $200 of your Christmas money.
I know. Unless I pick out, it's a 12 by 16, so I should be able to get something in stock and not custom maybe. But it's the mat that's gonna cost more than the frame probably.
Well, the mat, wouldn't that make it a bigger size frame if you add a mat to it?
Yeah.
So now you're going up in frame size.
Yeah, but you should still be able to get an in-stock frame. It's just that I know I'm going to want a pretty colored mat, like a turquoise or something. That's what's going to cost the most, probably. I am sounding better, yes.
It has to sound different. Like, do you feel like your head's not underwater anymore?
I can drink and not feel like I'm underwater.
Like it's not, your ears don't feel like they're gonna pop?
No, that went away instantaneously. Like as soon as I woke up from my surgery, I could tell the difference. No, we're not going to the US. We didn't go to the US this year. We did last year. Probably won't for a couple of years. We'll see, but no plans anytime soon. And we basically went so I could see Joann's for the first time, and now they're closed, right? So
right, you wanted to do Joann's and Hobby Lobby, but Hobby Lobby is closed on Sundays.
Yeah.
You weren't missing much in Hobby Lobby as far as yarn went.
Right. And I mean, I think most of the Bernat that I have in stock is from that trip.
And didn't you get a lot of the Big Twist plush too?
I only got a couple of balls of that.
Yeah, I have a little bit of that left.
I only have a few.
It's like I need to pick small projects because they're just partial.
Yeah.
You know, like I'd be afraid to start a bigger one and then what do I do? You know?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I could probably get it framed somewhere other than Michael's, and it probably would be cheaper.
Who knows?
I don't know. I used to work at Michael's. They do really good. They are good at what they do in the framing department. And they might have some Boxing Day deals going on this weekend too, right? So
do I have a market next Friday? I do. January 2nd is my first market of the year.
I don't have one market scheduled for 2026.
So I've been working on these guys.
I have that pattern and I still haven't made it yet.
By the
And I'm
time
like,
you get by the
I
time you get
know.
around to it, it won't be popular anymore.
That's right. Yeah, because I have no markets. So
Let's see. Someone will buy Anchor. I don't, well, actually, one of the two anchors that I already sold was sold at that market. The other one sold at, believe it or not, the Pioneer Museum. That was so bad this go round. That's where I sold the other one at.
yeah,
So we'll see. What are some of your plans for next year, ladies?
possibly not working anymore. I don't know. I have no idea.
Well, I already have markets booked through March, I think. I think it's through March.
Yeah, I don't know. I might just take some, at least January and February off from the markets because here the weather's so unpredictable.
Well, yeah,
And
you have to contend with the snow.
right, so
So, but here it's like, oh, now it's not so hot and humid. It's comfortable
yes,
kind of to be out there.
yeah.
So,
So I think I'm just gonna
we're
make
supposed to
make.
we're supposed to have a cold front come through New Year's Eve. So it's going to be like Friday night in the 40s out there.
Oh my goodness.
That's going to be chilly.
Yeah, you're definitely not used to that.
No, nope.
Like I know Brenda has some markets coming up, but those were venues that I couldn't get into. So I might tag along with her and keep her company and I can crochet while, you know, she does her markets.
So you have a 2-day market coming up, but stuck on how many littles you should be making. Last year you sold out of everything except for 7 items. I not to sound like a Debbie Downer, but I wouldn't plan on this time it being as good as last time if it follows trend. And if you sold out everything, maybe you need to go up just a hair in your prices.
Yeah,
Not a lot, just a hair. Like if it's a $5 item, maybe it should be 7. If it's a $10 item, maybe it should be 12. I
yeah,
don't know. Just a thought. But the once November hit, the markets were not performing as usual. Like October was the last good market, and then the ones after that, I mean, they were okay, but they weren't like as expected compared to previous years.
yeah.
Oh, good night, Tracy. It is almost that time. We got about
It is
6
almost that
minutes.
time.
Yep.
Yeah,
Your New Year's goals are to grow your Instagram so you can pattern test, do bigger markets, and grow your business even more. Just keep working at it. It'll
yeah.
happen.
I am not good at Instagram.
Oh, you're better at it than I am. I
I
can't
know,
remember the
but
last time
I
I
don't.
posted a picture.
It's been a while since I posted a picture too.
I go on there and I heart stuff and I save stuff and I
Yeah.
chat with you and a couple other people, but taking a picture and posting it,
Oh,
I
yeah.
am
I use
awful.
Instagram. I use this Instagram more for chatting than I do anything else.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Any
Is
pattern designs in my future? Maybe. I have one thing in mind, but I'm trying to like conquer how to do the leg. So
yeah, I'd like to see you do some more stuff.
you have a huge 2-day market in May that you've been doing for several years. I crochet, get back on there, all winter and still run out of stock on my second day. I'm interested to see how 2026 will be. I am interested too. I hope it is better than 2025. But if it's following current trends,
I don't know. There's so many people doing it now.
Well, it's not even that. It's you could tell there'd be people at the market, but people aren't spending at the market.
Because they can't afford to.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
So I don't think it's that there's like too many of us out there selling. Now, in some instances, when you get a market that's got less than 100 vendors and they put 7 or 8 crocheters
yeah,
in there, then yes, that is an issue. Or you're at a market that has 20 booths and they put out 2 crocheters. That
yeah,
could be an issue.
yeah,
But I think it's just people don't have the money.
yeah.
I'm horrible at Instagram, but Snuggles Beans commented on a post about Dory the deer that actually was a 2026 goal. That's cool. Hi, Beth. You kind of like Mimi. Keepsake selection is very whimsical and different types. I like Marsha's selections too. Hers are more the heirloom or keepsake type
Yeah,
patterns. I really like those. I don't know that in my area that I sell in that things like that would do well. She kind of has the same type of patterns as was is it awestruck crochet?
I don't think I watched them.
Where like she has a color palette that she stays with, and her displays are just absolutely gorgeous. When she
Yeah,
shows her market setup, it's like, I wish. I don't
yeah,
have enough room in my car for the types, all those wood crates and everything. And then Marsha's, hers is similar to that too, and it's more like the heirloom type thing. And
yeah,
I think they're just adorable. They're all darling looking, but I'm not sure they would in my area do well like that.
right.
Let's see. Or they are unsure of what is going to happen in the future, so they are hanging on to their money. That,
Yeah,
yeah, that too.
yeah.
You know which one I got to find out that she's been doing it for a little while, but they're just they're oh, she's got these chickens that got these really long legs and she gives them like striped legs. You know which ones I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I am like, I want to do that. But I think when she first showed those and I went over and looked at the pattern, I'm like, I am not paying that much for that pattern.
Oh, really?
You know, you can always tell how much you like something by the price.
Right.
So
She
maybe,
does, and she uses acrylic more. Like she will use the acrylic yarn. And some of that stuff, it looks really good in the acrylic too.
oh
But
yeah,
I
yeah.
don't have patience for acrylic.
No, that hurts my hands.
Yeah, no, don't like it.
I have so many new patterns too, but you know what? I'll still be buying patterns.
Yeah.
I'm just hoping that out of my group of patterns that I bought over Thanksgiving weekend, that I at least have a handful that it'll be things that I want to make a second time or a third
Yeah.
time, instead of it being one and done. Because a lot of the patterns for me have been one and done.
Mhm.
And, it's like, especially if I still have it,
Well,
you
I
know,
made four. I made four of the frogs holding the chickens. They're flipping adorable. Flipping adorable.
who is Marcia? Marcia is Mimi Makes Keepsakes.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, Desiree likes those chickens too. They're really cool. They look so cute with those long legs, and she puts them like they're wearing striped leotards or something.
Yeah.
And I don't know, they're just cool looking. Marcia has a good eye for that stuff.
Although if it was her last video, I had not watched her last video yet. Pretty sure I haven't.
What about her last video?
I haven't watched it yet.
When was it?
5 days ago?
I don't know if I've
6 days
watched it.
ago?
I I don't know. I feel like I'm messed up on everything with the holidays.
Yeah. Well, there was like 2 days where I didn't do like anything. I was just like I was so blah.
Oh
I stopped.
yeah. Because Desiree bought 2 of those book sleeves that I made that had the chickens on them. Those
Okay.
chickens that Marcia makes definitely remind you of that type of style.
Oh,
They're
yes.
just
Okay.
they're just funky. They're really cool. And it is that
You should make
time,
some more of those.
huh?
You should make some more of those.
Well, I have to. Yeah, I know. I know.
You get better at it if you do it more.
Well, I did pretty good with those.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just like cutting it out and
I know.
it's all the
I
prep
know.
work. The sewing
I
part
know.
is fun. It's the prep work.
Yeah. That's the same as the embroidery. You gotta cut your fabric. You gotta iron. Like,
The prep is a lot.
yeah, the prep. It takes sometimes longer to do the prep than. So I'll spend like a couple hours just prepping a bunch, and then I'll take a day and like knock it out. It goes a little bit faster that way.
Yep. Okay, everybody. It
All right.
is been an hour and a half, and that's usually our cutoff because for some
Yes.
reason YouTube does some funky thing and we start getting sound issues with like feedback
Yes.
and stuff. But if I could kindly ask before you leave, if everybody hits the thumbs up button on their way out, that would be greatly appreciated. And I never ask for that, but tonight I'm asking.
Ozzy says goodbye.
Bye, Ozzy. Heather, I'll talk to you later.
Okay. Bye.
Good night, everyone.